Fantastic news, everyone. Slowly but surely, I'm sneaking Britain back into the European Union. I know there was all that Brexit kerfuffle. We had a referendum and people voted to leave the EU or whatever, but that's all in the past. Let's not start dragging up stale arguments about silly things like democracy and serving the will of the people. Yes, the nation voted for Brexit, but that was 10 long years ago. And even though Britain voted for Brexit 10 years ago, we never actually left the EU until 5 years ago. None of that matters. The important thing to remember is times change, people change, and now I'm confident that we all want to be back in the European Union again. It's an anti-democratic, unaccountable socialist nonce club, and I can't wait to be back in the fold. Think of all that lovely red tape. Am I going to hold another referendum about it? Well, I'm afraid there isn't any time. I'm already busy making deals, giving away rights to fish in British waters, and all sorts of other lovely concessions that you'll find out about in due course. Am I acting in the interests of the British people? Of course not. Why would I help out those chavvy racist scumbags? Once again, the European Union will be back making decisions for this country about how we all live our lives. What a fantastic achievement for this Labour government. I mean, technically, I haven't asked the British people if this is what they want. In fact, I did explicitly pledge during the general election campaign to keep Britain outside the EU. But plans change, and even if the British people would rather not hand control of this country back to the EU, I really don't care. Democracy is overrated. People are quite thick, particularly British people, white ones, disgusting colonial oppressors. Previous governments have spent a hell of a lot of time and money on securing Brexit, but nothing lasts forever, does it? The fact of the matter is, I didn't agree with Brexit, I didn't support Brexit, and now that I'm Prime Minister, I'm going to bloody well reverse it. And there's nothing you can do to stop me, because I've got 4 more years in government, you ignorant, far-right, gammony bigots. Change is coming, tough choices, further and faster, coalition of the willing, Slava Ukraini, release the sausages, £22 billion black hole, more money in your pockets, fantastic Netflix documentary, proud history of free speech, free school breakfasts for all trans women, my father was a toolmaker, all donations welcome, cash preferred.